All right, and we are live. Good evening po and welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. We would, of course, especially like to welcome the members of Team Piaget. These are the members who are enjoying our quizzes. They also are enjoying the full-length video of our discussion. They can easily download all the PowerPoint materials that I have. And of course, if you are a member of Team Piaget, then you can enjoy our free pre-board and also our free final coaching. So again, if you are still not a member of Team Piaget, just send us a message and become a member of Team Piaget. This is applicable now until September of 2022. So even if you will be taking the LET this March or in June or in September, you can still join us. Again, the more time you have, the more time you spend for review, and the more chances you'll have to pass your upcoming licensure examination for teachers. Sa lahat po ng ating mga newbies, welcome din po. And of course, sa lahat ng ating mga team veterans, yung ating mga team thunders, yung mga matagal na dito, no, sa Gurong Pinoy, welcome. We would like to welcome all of you, of course. And please do like this video, share this video. Napaka-importante pong i-share nyo yung ating video so that we can reach out to more people. And of course, please do tag your friends. Your other friends are also going to be taking the LEP. And like this video, start a watch party. Also support us by sending us stars on Facebook. Now, if you're watching us on Facebook, mag-send po kayo ng stars. Or if you are watching us on YouTube, then you can also support us by sending us your super chat, super stickers. Maraming salamat po. Now, tonight's discussion is centered on professional education. These are the first 25 items that were part of the March 2022 diagnostic test. Okay, so tonight we are going to discuss items 1 until 25. Again, this is for Prof Ed. These are all very common items in the LET, no, mga previous licensure exam natin kinuha. Okay, but before that, of course, let us all have our opening prayer. So please join me as we have our prayer. We thank you for this new day, Lord. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us, to hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts, to see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands, to touch the leaves that grow afresh, and allow your love to touch our hearts, to smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation, to dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles, to enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. All right, so once again, as I've mentioned, this is Prof Ed, items 1 until 25 of March 2022 diagnostic test. Okay, the rest of the items will be discussed now because we had 50 items for Gen Ed. We also had 50 items for Prof Ed. And so items 26 to 50 will be discussed next weekend. Okay, so again, kung hindi pa po kayo members ng TPSA, magpa-member na po kayo. We still have our ongoing promo. The promo would end on February 15, no? So after February 15, iba na po yung ating magiging membership. So again, grab this chance. Hindi po kayo magsisisi kung kayo ay maging member ng Team Piaget. Now, that's Gurong Pinoy Team Piaget. Again, we'd like to welcome our newbies, lahat ng mga newbies natin, wherever you are, no? Good evening from Asim Sarangani, si Ma'am Evelyn Blanco Elpeda. Kaya lahat po ng ating mga kaguro sa iba-ibang parte ng Pilipinas, no, meron din sa ibang parte ng mundo. Hello po, watching from Digos City, Ma'am Marie. From Baganga, Davao Oriental. That's Ma'am Harleen P. Balog. Paki-share na po ng ating video and paki-like ng ating video. Again, please like our video and share our video so that we can start in a few minutes. Sir Christian Pascual, newbie from Kawayan, Isabela. Welcome po. Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong pangalan. From Eastern Samar, Borongan City or Borongan City. From Zamboanga, Sibugay, Ma'am Mary Flor Damaso Kulango. From Kalibo, Aklan, malapit lang sa amin, Ma'am Famela Centino Alagos. Again, please do like this video and share this video. Maraming salamat po for all of you who are watching tonight. And of course, welcome po. Welcome sa inyong lahat. Ma'am, Ayun, si Ma'am Connie Avila from Kuwait. Good afternoon po sa mga taga Middle East. Okay, so again, if you are ready, please share this video. I-share na po yung ating video. I-like yung ating video. Send us stars. And of course, send us your super chats, super stickers. Let's start with question number 1. Teacher A values education teacher emphasizes ethics in almost all her lessons. Which of the following emphasizes the same? Is it letter A, liberal education, letter B, moral education, letter C, religious training, or letter D, social education? Which one do you think is the best choice for question number 1? Again, what do you think is the correct choice for number 1? Welcome po sa lahat. Basahin ko lang itong feedback from Zines MLJ Love on YouTube. Good evening to all. This is teacher Mardy Centillas. I am a let pastor last September 2021. Thank you so much to this YouTube channel. It's a very big help. Pray plus hard work plus believe equals success. Congratulations sa isa sa mga ating LPTs, no? Marami sila no September 2021. And again, kayo mga nanonood ngayon, kayo na po yung next nating LPTs. Okay, so balik lang ng balik, no? And again, we have 300 videos on YouTube. So kung wala po kayong ginagawa, puntahan nyo lahat ng videos natin sa YouTube. Marami po tayong live stream discussion, katulad po ng ginagawa natin ngayon, no? Marami po dyan, Gen Ed, Prof Ed. Meron din po mga Prof Ed videos na separate, like assessment of. As for learning, my 5 pillars of education, we have 3 videos on curriculum development. We have videos on code of ethics, no? So yung meron din tayong videos for isms. Balikan nyo po yung lahat. Okay, so again, that's on our YouTube channel. That's also Gurong Pinoy. And if you'd want to become a member of Team Piaget, again, just send us a message to our Facebook page, which is also Gurong Pinoy. Okay, letter B. Letter B, karamihang choice ninyo. And of course, for number 1, it's pretty obvious that this is, of course, letter B, moral education. Okay, so this is talking about morality, talking about ethics, no? The idea of what right and wrong is, no? Kung ano yung right and wrong, how you should be acting, which one is right and which one is wrong. That emphasizes ethics, of course. This is moral education. Liberal education is when the students are able to choose what they'd want to study. So, liberal education, meron na silang electives, iba-iba yung subjects nila, and even the students can just choose whatever course they'd like to take in the university, no? Hindi na minamanduan yung mga estudyante natin. Religious training, this usually is done by our priests and our nuns. Okay, so religious training, and of course should be done sa mga kumbento natin, sa mga seminary natin. Social education, this talks about how a person should act in the society, no? But here, for number 1, we're looking for letter B, that's moral education. Okay, so tumpak ang letter B, moral education. All right, we move on with question number 2. Which reform in the Philippine educational system advocates the use of English and Filipino as media of instruction in specific learning areas? Is it letter A, alternative learning, letter B, bilingual education, letter C, K-12 program, or letter D, multilingual education? Okay, what's your answer for number 2? Number 2, ICBs. Okay, some more answers for question number 2. Again, please share our video. It's very important that you share our video, especially if you're watching us on our Facebook page, no? Paki-share po ng ating video, paki-like ng ating video. There's over 100 of you who still have not reacted to our video. And of course, maraming salamat to all our star senders at sa mga magiging star senders pa and super chatters natin. Maraming salamat po. Okay, letter B for number 2. All right, now your hint here in your question is that it states the use of English and Filipino, okay? And we all know that these are two official languages in the Philippines, no? So dalawang official languages meron tayo, Filipino, of course, and English. And so the correct choice here, of course, should be bilingual education. You only have other languages here, two languages that are being talked about here. So bilingual education would be the best choice. Okay, this is not alternative learning. Alternative learning, of course, is the ALS, no? Ito yung mga programs natin for the out of school youth, sa mga estudyante natin nagtatrabaho, mga working student, and so they can come back, no, and in the afternoon para sa kanilang klase. Meron din yung mga sa mga matatanda, alternative learning system or ALS. K-12 program, of course, ito yung panibagong programa ng ating education. So, imbes na 4 years lamang in high school, we now have 6 years total. So 4 years in junior high school and additional 2 years in senior high school. No? So a total of 13 years, no? 13 years of required education kasi kasama pa yung kindergarten. And letter D, multilingual. If you say multilingual, of course, that should be more than 2. Okay, so multilingual education is more than 2 languages. I know that some courses are also studying Latin. Meron pang nagsastudy ng Latin, meron pang nagsastudy ng Spanish, no? But for number 2, we're looking for letter B. That's bilingual education. So number 2, B is tumpak. Number 3. Activities planned by school clubs, organizations show school community connections geared towards society's needs. What philosophy is related to this? Is this letter A, existentialism, letter B, progressivism, letter C, realism, or letter D, social reconstructionism? Okay, what's your answer for number 3? Number 3. Okay, ito isa din sa ating mga passers, no? September 2021, Sir Dustin Agsalod. Hello, Mamek. Nakakamiss ang Gurong Pinoy. God bless po sa pag-help ng ating mga takers. And God bless you too, Sir Dustin Agsalod, LPT. Okay, so isa din siya sa ating mga passers in September 2021. Okay, what's your choice for number 3? Number 3 na po tayo, number 3. I see a lot of D's for number 3. Tumpak kaya yung D? Or ligwak kaya yung D? Okay, so many letter D's. Alright, so sabi dito, may mga activities sa ating school clubs and organizations that would develop your school and community connections. And of course, it is geared towards society's needs, kung anong kailangan ng ating society, ng ating lipunan, ng ating community. So what philosophy is related to this? The correct choice, of course, here would be letter D, social reconstructionism. Remember the belief of social reconstructionism, no? Sabi niya, you should teach the students the ways or the things that they can do to improve the society, to make the society into something that's better. Okay, so to make a better society, yan yung sinasabi ng social reconstructionism. And of course, that is part of your question here, geared towards society's needs. Existentialism is when students have choices. Okay, so they have their choice, they have their freedom, but of course, kalakip ng freedom na yan would be the responsibility to face the repercussions of their choices, no? So pwede kang mag-choose, pwede kang pumili kung sino mamahalin mo, yung mahal ka or yung mahal mo. Pero of course, you should be responsible kung ano yung magiging epekto, no? Kung ano yung magiging kahihinatnan. Ikaw yung magfi-face din ng mga consequences ng inyong choices. That's existentialism. Progressivism naman, this is a modern day method of teaching, no? So they believe in multiple intelligences, they believe in individual differences, they believe in active learning, active learning of students. So the learners are not only passive, hindi na passive vessels, hindi lamang nag-a-accept ng kung anong ideas, anong information coming from the teachers, but the students should be active in their learning. Discovery learning, there's exploration, so progressivism ito, experiments, modern day methods of teaching. And ang realism naman, they believe that reality exists independent of the person, independent of the human, no? So kahit na walang nanonood, kahit na walang nakakakita nito, it still exists. Yan yung sinasabi ng realism mo. Reality exists independent of the human, no? Independent of the seer, of someone who's looking at it. Okay, so yung choice natin dito, of course, should be letter D, social reconstructionism. Again, meron po tayong separate video na over 1 hour yata na discussion on the isms of education. So balikan nyo po yung lahat. Okay, we have so many videos on our YouTube channel. Number 3D is tumpak. Next one, number 4. What philosophy is related to the practice of schools acting as laboratories for teaching reforms and experimentation? Letter A, essentialism. Letter B, existentialism. Letter C, progressivism. Or letter D, social reconstructionism. What's your choice? Ayan, sabi ni Sir Dustin Agsalod, isa sa mga passers natin, lumabas po yung number 3 question sa LET 2021. Okay, sa September 2021, lumabas yung question na yon, na yung kaninang question natin about social reconstructionism. So again, the items that we are talking about here, the items that we're discussing are actual LET items. So ito yung makikita nyo talaga, no, sa inyong actual LET. So again, pabalik-balik po kayo dapat. Balik po kayo ng balik sa Gurong Pinoy. If we have no live stream, then go to our YouTube channel. There's so many videos there. Hindi nyo matatapos ang isang buwan siguro. Okay. Letter C for number 4. I see a lot of letter C's sa ating number 4. Again, please share our live stream. Marami pa rin hindi nag-share. No? Pakiclick po ng share button. Paki-share po ng ating live stream. And of course, paki-like ng ating live stream. Huwag pong angry. May mga nag-angry. Bakit kaya? Okay, so please share our live stream. Again, please do share our live stream so that we can reach out to more people at gaya ninyo ay makapag-review din po sila dito. Okay, number 4. What philosophy is related to the practice of schools acting as laboratories for teaching reforms and experimentation? I've just mentioned this, no? So teaching reforms, yung mga panibagong pamamaraan ng pagtuturo, experimentation, of course, this would be letter C, progressivism. Okay, so progressivism po yung ating hinahanap. We've already talked about existentialism. We've also talked about social reconstructionism. Essentialism mo naman, ito yung pinakasalungat ng progressivism mo, no? Kung progressivism is modern day methods of teaching, essentialism mo is traditional. So yung essentialists mo would believe that it is only the teacher who can be the source of knowledge. The teacher is the source of knowledge. The teacher is a paragon of virtues. Okay? So yung teacher dito napaka-stricta. No? So si Miss Tapia or si Miss Minchin, these are essentialist types of teachers. No? So bawal kang magsalita, bawal kang magsalita kung hindi ka kinakausap, and of course very passive yung learning ng students natin. Okay, so lecture, more on lecture, very rigid, very strict, attendance is checked. Okay, so that's essentialism. Okay, all right. So again, letter C po yung hanap natin for number 4. Next one, number 5. Which of the following situations presents a value conflict? Conflicts of values. Okay, so letter A. The teacher and his students have class standing as their priorities. The teacher and the administrator follow a set of criteria in giving grades. Letter C. The teacher has students whose parents want their children to obtain higher grades than what they are capable of getting. Letter D. The teacher sets high expectations for intelligent students, such as getting higher grades. Okay, number 5. What's your choice? Ayan, sabi ni Sir Dustin. Lumabas din yung number 4 sa LET, Prof. Ed 2021. Okay, so again, balikan po lahat ng ating mga videos. Maraming salamat sa iyong feedback, Sir Dustin, no? Sa lahat ng mga tulong nyo rin sa kanila. No? So, by telling them which items yung mga lumalabas sa LET, so nagkaka-idea sila na these items actually are the items that you'd expect to see in your upcoming licensure exam for teachers. Okay, number 5, ICCs. Letter C for number 5. Okay, so sabi dito ng number 5, we're trying to look for a value conflict. No? May conflict yung values. May conflict sa ating choices. So for letter A, the teacher and his students have class standing as their priorities. Pareho yung prioridad ng ating teacher at ng students. And so, hindi ito yung ating hinahanap, no? Because we're looking for conflict. Letter B, the teacher and administrator follow a set criteria. So the same din sila, no? The same criteria in giving grades. Literally, the teacher sets high expectations for intelligent students such as getting higher grades. Isa lang naman yung binigay dito, yung high expectation ng teacher, and of course, the teacher is expecting this for intelligent students. So, kayang-kaya nila, no? Kasi matatalino sila. And so, letter C is our choice here. Okay? So, letter C, yung mga parents ng yung teachers or ng yung students, they are expecting higher grades than what the students are capable of getting. Okay, so may conflict. Hindi kaya ng bata pero pinupush ng parents. No? Marami kasing parents na medyo stage parents. So, nahihirapan yung bata, na-stress yung bata, napapasubo yung bata, no? Push ng push kahit hindi kaya ng bata. Okay, so that's what we are looking for since we are looking for value conflict in number 5. So letter C is tumpa. Okay, next one. Number 6, which situation shows that a sense of nationhood is exemplified? This is also a very common question in the LET. Letter A, the class conducted a debate using Filipino as medium. Letter B, the class is required to watch the TV sitcom of Oprah to improve their English communication skills. Letter C, the class opted to make a choral rendition of the theme song of a foreign movie. Or letter D, when teacher quiz asked her grade 2 students in what country they wish to live in, most of them chose the United States. Okay, what's your answer? Samut-sari, letter A. Letter A kaya ang tumpak na choice? Pare-parehas naman yung inyong choices na usually. Marami kayong parehas na choices. Number 6. Again, for number 6 here, we are looking for the situation that shows a sense of nationhood, ng pagmamahal sa ating bayan. Okay, so sense of nationhood. We are looking for that choice here. And so, the correct choice, of course, would be letter A. Yung letter A lang naman yung gumagamit ng Filipino, no? So, of course, Filipino is our national language. And so, using that as a medium in debate would show a sense of nationhood. Letter B mo is English, no? So, Oprah. Letter C mo is foreign movie. And letter D mo is the students wanting to live in the US. Okay, so letter A po yung ating hinahanap. Intindihin maayos yung ating question, no? Simpleng-simple lang yung ating question. Usually sa Prof Ed, palagi kong sinasabi, yung inyong hint, yung inyong hint lagi, no, yung clue nyo ay nasa question. So, basahin maigi yung question para makuha nyo yung tamang choice. Okay, so letter A is tumpak for number 6. Okay, number 7. Pakibasa po at ako ay magre-restroom break lang. Ang buntis ay pupunta lang ng restroom. Babalik po ako. Okay. Number 7, your choice is letter A. I see a lot of letter A's for number 7. Okay, sabi dito na number 7 mo, a teacher who believes in the progressivist theory of education would embrace certain reforms on methodology. So we've already talked about this. If we're talking about progressivists, they're talking about reforms, no? Panibagong methods, yung mga revisions in teaching our students. No? So that's your progressivist. Experimentation, yan yung sinasabi ng progressivist mo. Which reform would be consistent with this theory? Which reform would be consistent with the theory that is progressivism? Is it letter A, active participation of teachers? Letter B, formal instructional pattern? Letter C, strict external discipline? Or letter D, teacher domination of class activities? Okay, the correct choice, of course, would be letter A, active participation of teachers. Kahit nga active participation of learners to, pwede din, no? So sabi dito, hindi din petics, kahit yung teacher as well as the learners, of course, hindi petics. Kahit tayo, no? If you are already actually teaching, I know some of you might be teaching sa preschool, or might be teaching sa daycare, or might be teaching sa private school. While you are giving your students certain activities, dapat hindi ka lang din nakaupo, no? So paikot-ikot ka ng classroom mo. You should be checking whether they are doing what they're supposed to be doing, whether they're on task. So actively ginagawa ng teachers lahat, no? And as teachers, we are superstars and we are superheroes, no? So multitasker kasi yung teachers. Marami tayong ginagawa inside the classroom. Okay, so formal instructional patterns, strict discipline, teacher domination, lahat ng to ay essentialist. Okay, so kabaliktaran ng ating progressivist. So letter A po yung ating hinahanap for number 7. Okay, number 8. What philosophy of education advocates that the curriculum should only include universal and unchanging truths? You have your choices: essentialism, idealism, perennialism, or letter D, pragmatism. Ayun, wow, si Sir John Carlo Rogel. Ano pa lang yata si Sir, no? Student pa lang si Sir. Sabi niya, from number 2, wala pa ako mali. Fresh pa na pag-aaralan pa namin ngayong SEM po yan. Okay, so tamang-tama, no? And mabuting naghahanda na si Sir John Carlo habang maaga pa na hindi pa siya nakaka-graduate. What is your choice? Number 8 na po tayo. Ayan, sabi ulit ni Sir Dustin Agsalod, totoo po. Yan man Mek, nandun sa question ang tamang sagot. Salamat po sa advice ninyo. Parati last year, nagamit ko po yan sa pag-analyze ng sagot sa Prof. Ed. Again ba sa Prof. Ed, kailangan po yung inyong reading comprehension, basahin maigi, and hanapin lagi yung hint sa ating question. Okay, please share our video. Again, i-share po yung ating video. Now, again, gentle reminder for those of you who are watching us on YouTube and also on our Facebook channel, no? Facebook page. Mapuputol po yung inyong video. So again, please do become a member of Team Piaget. I am encouraging all of you magpa-member po kayo sa Team Piaget until September 2022 po yung validity ng inyong membership. So again, kahit hindi pa po ninyo scheduled for this March, no? Sa June pa kayo or September pa kayo, po pwede na po kayo magpa-member so that you can enjoy our full-length video, and of course, you can download the PowerPoint presentation that I have, no? So there's no need for you to screenshot, there's no need for you to take down notes, and aside from that, no, meron din tayong pre-board, meron din tayong final coaching, and of course, meron din tayong mga final materials, no? Yung final materials and last-minute materials natin na exclusive for members ng Gurong Pinoy Team Piaget. So again, please do become a member. We still have our ongoing promo until Feb 15 po. Okay, so Feb 15 is on Tuesday. Okay, so next Tuesday pa, no? So magpa-member po kayo pag kaya. Ma'am Christine Badua, sa Team Piaget po kayo manood, ma'am. Doon po yung full-length video. Okay, what philosophy of education advocates that the curriculum should only include universal and unchanging truths? Okay, what's your choice? Letter C. Paano po? Again, mag-send lamang po ng message kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. Mag-send po kayo ng private message dyan later sa inbox po. Letter C, karamihang choice niyo for number 8. Okay, letter C. And of course, here we are looking for letter C, no? Perennialism. Tama yung perennialism. Yung hint nyo is universal and unchanging truths. Remember, when you say perennial, kung may mga plantito dito, alam na alam yung ibig sabihin ng perennial, no? If you say that a plant is perennial, that means all year round ay nagbo-bloom, no? All year round ay buhay ang plant na to. Meron kasing ibang plants na seasonal lamang, no? So when you say perennial, it means forever. Okay, so kung may jowa ka at feeling mo magkakatuluyan na kayo, imbis na sabihin mong my forever, pwede mong sabihin my perennial. Okay, so perennialism means unchanging, universal truths, forever true. Okay, so yan po yung hanap natin for number 8. Essentialism, we've already talked about it. Yung idealism mo naman, ideal means perfection. Kaya may sinasabing ideal girl, ideal man, no? What's your ideal man? What's your ideal boyfriend? Okay, so that means your idea of someone who's perfect. Okay, so perfection, idealism. Usually yung values mo, teaching of values would fall under idealism. Pragmatism, of course, is practicality. Kung ano yung use ng isang bagay, no? So usually yung questions nyo sa let about pragmatism is, if you are teaching a group of farmers, you should be teaching them skills on farming. You should not be teaching them skills on fishing because of course hindi nila maa-apply, no? So kung ano lang yung practical sa kanila, kung ano lang yung applicable sa kanila, ang useful, yan po yung tinuturo ng pragmatism. Okay? But then of course for number 8, that's perennialism. Alright, so yan, sabi ni Ma'am Ja Binetes, sana all merong may perennial. Alright, number 9, which move liberalized access to education during the Spanish period? Is it letter A, the education of illiterate parents? Letter B, the establishment of at least one primary school for boys and girls in each municipality? Letter C, the hiring of tribal tutors to teach children? Or letter D, the provision of vocational training for school-age children? All right, what do you think would be the correct choice? Number 9. Aba, Sir G. Arlene Tugonan, sabi niya, tama, iwasan mo na ang Valentine date. Hindi kayo mag-succeed. Mag-review na lang, aba. Siguro walang kadate si Sir GR, no? Naghahanap lang ng karamay. Hayaan mo na yung mga may kadate. Darating din yung sayo, Sir GR. Okay, letter B. I see a lot of letter B sa ating comment. Number 9. Okay, so hinahanap natin dito yung ginawa nilang move to liberalize access to education. No? So that means para mas maraming maka-access sa education during the Spanish period. And of course, we are looking for letter B. Tama yung letter B, no? They established at least one primary school for boys and girls in each municipality. No? So kada munisipyo, kada LGUs, no? Kada LGU ay meron ng primary school for boys and girls. Okay, so that's letter B. Letter B is tumpak. Okay, so again, di po letter A, no, education of illiterate parents, hiring of tribal tutors, provision of vocational training. Letter B po ang tumpak for number 9. Number 10, which of the following is not a function of the school? Is it letter A, changing cultural practices? Letter B, development of attitudes and skills? Letter C, reproduction of species? Or letter D, socialization among children? Okay, what's your choice? For number 10. Number 10, what do you think is tumpak? Again, please join us, no? Join Team Piaget so that you can download our materials, so that you can join and you can enjoy our full-length video. We're supposed to be, we are going to be talking about or discussing 25 items tonight, no, for Prof Ed. Okay, so again, hindi po full-length yung video na nasa Facebook page natin at YouTube channel natin. Okay, number 10, C. Karamihang choice niyo for number 10 is C. Alright, hinahanap kasi sa number 10 dito is yung hindi function ng school. Okay, so hindi function ng school. Is it letter A, changing cultural practices? Letter B, development of attitudes and skills. Letter C, reproduction of species. Or letter D, socialization among children. And of course, we are looking for letter C, no? Hindi function ng school ang pag-reproduce ng species, no? So that means yung pagpaparami ng tao sa ating sosyedad, no? Sa ating lipunan, hindi po yan function ng school, no? So iba po yung may function yan. Of course, that would fall under the function of families, no? So under po siya sa families, hindi po siya function ng school. So bawal po magparami sa school, ha? Hindi po yan function ng school. So letter C is what we are looking for in number 10. Okay, number 11, according to Reconstructionism, the goal of education is to bring about a new social order. Which practice best manifests this view? Is it letter A, the class conducts scientific experiments to discover or verify concepts? Letter B, the class discusses role models and their impact on society. Letter C, the class is allowed to engage in divergent thinking. Or letter D, the class undertakes well-planned projects in the community. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice? Sir Angkwan, yes, kita ka na po. Number 11, what's your choice? Again, please do share this video and send us stars or super chat. Maraming salamat po sa mga nag-send na ng kanilang support, no, through stars and super chat. Okay. Letter B. Karamiang choice niyo ay letter B. Tumpak kaya yung letter B? Mukhang maraming ligwak sa number 11. Iba't iba ang inyong sagot, no? Sa number 11. All right, going back to question 11 dito, according to Reconstructionism, the goal of education is to bring about a new social order. Which practice best manifests this view? Now remember your social Reconstructionism, the school should do, or the school should be teaching students the ways so that they can make the community into a better, a better one, so that they can build a better society. Yan yung sinasabi ng ating Reconstructionism. Change the society into something that's better. Okay, so the betterment of your society, betterment of your community, that's the goal of Reconstructionism or social Reconstructionism. And so the correct choice here would be letter D, no? So letter D, well-planned projects in the community. Okay, para sa community, of course, that's for the betterment of your community, para ma-improve yung community, no? Yan kasi yung pinaka-goal ng social Reconstructionism. Hindi po scientific experiments, no? This is progressivism. The class discusses role models and their impact on society. Hindi din po siya, no? Kasi discussion lang naman ito sa klase. This one, the class is allowed to engage in divergent thinking. Now, make sure that you know the meaning of divergent. Now, when you say divergent, as opposed to convergent, pag sinabi mong convergent, may iisang tumpak na choice lamang. But when you say divergent thinking, it's open-ended questions. So parang yung mga questions sa Miss Universe, no? So these are divergent questions. Walang iisang sagot. So depende sa explanation ng student, depende sa experience ng student, and depende sa idea ng student. Okay? But we are looking for letter D. because our question is talking about Reconstructionism. So it has something to do with the community and the society and how to make them better. Okay, so letter D po ang tumpak for number 11. Number 12, which of the following is the focus of Japanese education in the Philippines? Letter A, democratic ideals and nationalism. Letter B, love and service to one's country. Letter C, religion and love for Asian brothers. Letter D, vocational and health education. Ayan, si Ma'am Janice Inojales. Thank you sa mga videos mo, Ma'am Mek. Highly recommended talaga dahil nakapasa ako sa LEP last September 2021. Okay, so isa din siya sa ating mga pastors. Congratulations po, Ma'am Janice Inojales, LPT. Okay, what's your choice for number 12? Number 12 na po tayo. What do you think is your choice? Which one is correct for number 12?